crazy. The Gecko has to be better than the Sky, and it's just like you have to be doing a lot of stuff to make this Gecko seem better than the Sky. Okay, Koi on defense, BBL on attack. We go 4-person aggro searching over towards middle, and in return BBL take the orb over towards A. And they saw nothing, and I don't think they made any sound.
Of the table, so definitely looking for a win here. Playoffs not completely impossible, so again, let's see how they fare in this.
So it looked like BBL were.
I think this is the first poll for both of these teams in terms of just playoffs. I don't know if BBL have played this in playoffs before, but I think Lock-in was their last time, unless someone else has
certain
something to me.
aspects of this, with obviously taking into account the Viper walls and things like that, that the early rounds are going to look very, very different.
I definitely can't remember seeing the Gecko.
Throughout their respective halves here, but...
Okay, so they leave one over towards here, so, and this is kind of nice. BBL playing well against the Sky, right? Going for a 4-1, so once they try and clear this question mark with the flash, it's going to hit someone and they're going to not know the amount of numbers. 4-1 is a lot more common, or at least should be more common when you're playing against Sky. We don't always see it.
But again, losing out on Kushner so early, far from ideal. Tap on the spike should draw out any of those.
Plant goes in, they get after plant. Let's see how much util they've got. Not the best plant. Not the best plant. Can't see it fully from here. It can be diffused on the right side. So Brave now going in with the flank that we saw earlier. Smoke up. We're straight up sticking this. We're straight up sticking this, and it's done. Bad plant, and they were too heavy over towards here. A bit of a mess up from BBL. Nicely handled from Koi. I like the idea from BBL, but yeah, the plant here and everyone kind of stacking in this area and not heavy this area messed up. So yeah, didn't feel too confident about getting a better plant. And
everybody's kind of spamming in. They're unfortunate of, yeah, there's no damage even coming through to start.
There's a bad plant.
Yeah, Brave, I think, did very well there. He absolutely did what he was required to do, but the rest, you can't just depend on one player doing that. You're assuming that what? Starzo with no pressure is just going to stop?
The other thing here is if this is the approach, save some of that utility for when the smoke goes up. So there's no risk involved in it, especially on a pistol round, spamming into a smoke to stop the
It was
defuse.
a little bro planting again. Oh, man.
Passive setup.
It's just not worth it, I swear. Yeah, it's a little bro plants. He doesn't look the right way, so it's just a bad plant every single time. Sidar_Scout, thank you so much. Let's get some slugs in. Thank you, thank you. With the prime, welcome into the Slug Club. That's what I'm saying,
And now it's just really in the bin for me.
So yeah, in terms of our first rounds comparing Gecko over towards Sky, it lost them the round because of the plant, so not the best. I did like the approach, right? The 4-1 against Sky was nice. That was cool. Like how I like how Koi are approaching this though. Rifle, and we can pick another one here in terms of the money here. So this is great. No one dies into this one. It's got to rebuy some armor. They get an extra rifle, and it's a sick bonus.
Very nice little push and pull. Very hard
the primes for me. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you.
So we're going to this
Thank you for that.
Third round. Rifle for tracks.
Yeah, nicely done from Koi.
See what they go for on this. Okay, 3 rifles actually. No, I've told a lie. They've just switched it around. Right, so it's Wolfen and Coldamenta with the rifles, 2 Bulldogs, Trax and Starkzo, and then just
Little bro needs to plant in the boxes. He still doesn't look that way though, right?
Of course, fully equipped.
I'm not sure how it fully works. Still isn't the best plant when he does that either.
And Koi willing to take
As he goes out, control early, 2-person punish. Wow, okay, the 2-person punish was everything. 24 HP as well, they nearly got an extra one on that one. And the bonus is looking great. Mate, this map pick might have owned them. Koi might have owned them with this map pick.
Control of both Art and Connector here. Might even actually plant the seed.
That's how they get out over towards B. Man, this comp.
I think he will be heard on the retreat at least, but Coldamenta anchoring pretty deep towards A as well, but with some...
How are you meant to... Oh, man. How the EMEA suck so much at Pearl, man? Does no one watch Americas?
Pretty worrying for BBL. Last 45 seconds here as well. They need to start making a move towards site because a lot of this utility hasn't been removed.
Yeah, you're not going to get connection towards Shados, so it's still going to be in place. Turco is on 1 HP.
He dies to the second one.
Yeah. There he is, done. 30 seconds now. Brave, the last one alive, and no one's really shown. It's all been that utility that's still
America's
been in
better at
place. They
Pole.
haven't had to risk anything.
America's way
Knife's
better
gonna
at
go
Pole.
in. Confirming attendance, removing any leftover option to tap on the spike, but
Koi just trying to force his hand.
he's got 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And no one's giving him options here. Shados, lovely, can run in there, get
Okay,
the upgrade
fast
as well
buy
for
round,
himself.
and
There it is,
their
walk out,
way
right
over
flush, more than
towards
they
B
brought in,
is
so they
just
could not be
awful.
happy with this Koi.
It's so hard for
Let's
them
throw
to
it
get
back
out
to
of
that
this
start there. That
point.
was very nice between
This
Starzo
comp
and Wolf.
just without a drone,
it is,
without
Wolf
anything,
on both
without a
sides
drone
on,
or a dog, I
very,
just
very
don't get how you
dangerous
meant to
angle.
try and get
First
out of this
headshot.
choke point. Do they have to dash out?
You've got to
Like,
commend that
oh
one,
my
but
goodness.
Again, with some of the, I'll keep coming back to this here, with the comfort in some of the early rounds, especially for the attacking team, a lot of it relies on BBL.
This is twice now that I've seen a team try and play this map without like a drone. And I get that they're trying to probably have wingman to cover that, but it's still just not the one.
It really doesn't favour them at all to play for these trades to open up
Oh,
rounds.
is that... Sure. I don't know if... I mean, they must have checked. They must have checked with the admins to see if that one's legal, but I guess you can see it.
Very nice.
It's definitely a close one. I think you can see it from the side and you would shoot it. I think it's visible. I think it's okay. I think if you went on this box, you could see it. Yeah, I reckon it's fine.
Everyone kind of responding accordingly. That could be where they're trying to lean towards with the sheriffs. Big amount of info for Starzo there as well. So he's going to find pretty much the bulk of this.
Okay, in terms of this one, we've got a hero gun going in.
That's going to force Starzo away. This is nice. An opportunity beckoning and denied.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky on the timing there. This one wasn't too bad.
Lovely follow-up. This is very nice. The push and pull on the sides has been quite impressive again. Can Brave make anything of this now?
Kishin is just desperate to find that kill. Actually, Shados.
Nice. Even if it's spammable, it doesn't matter. You've got to be able to see it. Dude, they have such it's such specific rules for everything. It's like the one over towards Ascent on the bottom, like it has to be visible, so you can do it like right on the edge, but you can't do it in the middle, even though that one is spammable as well. It's like they're pretty precise with their things. You normally have to send one in, but this is... I'm pretty sure you can see this and it's
so
you
heavily
can kill it, so yeah, I'm pretty sure it's fine.
Actually, we even saw it in the previous round, didn't even mention it there, but again, the ability to now...
Okay, I mean, what we saw there wasn't too bad. What we saw there wasn't too bad. The Dizzy looked to ride the stun. They got a little bit unlucky in terms of good positioning from Koi. So this was nice. We go into this round. Wolfen gets his op out. Again, they're hit over toward... They have nothing, literally nothing to clear Wolfen for this angle. So that's why I'm so worried for them. Like, Koi could be on for one of the best defensive halves we've ever seen.
Unison with him, but as soon as he's not feeling any of that strain early on, can start to maybe explore other options. You can see the utility just strewn across kind of mid towards A. Nice deep setup here from Shados.
Okay, what is this A hit like? We don't have much here. We're playing for a retake.
The catalyst that's going to allow them the site.
It looks pretty good. Killjoy falls back. Can they spam anything? They get the important first kill. They fall back. I mean, the hit is nice. There's a lot of util here. Dubra going into plant and they take some map control. They have fish as well, but big jewel over towards middle. Oh my god.
Does have someone facing off against him? Is he going to be looking for it? No,
Holy hell. Okay, managed to get the kill. Killjoy goes in as well. Fish spots one over towards middle. They got to fall all the way back. They still...
It's going to force them at least away from the site and into the hands
oh
of
boy, this is going to be a disgusting half, I swear. Still a chance to spam through this.
And Aslan, this is very tricky to do anything with. Not going to halfway yet, so Sushi can still do some serious damage. And he's done just that. He's made something out of this. Look at the HP called Immense.
Holy hell.
Shorty.
Yeah. That was more like it, normal spam fest that we see. And yeah, nice attempt from BBL. The hit looked good. Koi handled it well. I like the Shados just fell back, got his kill. And we're 5-0 up in Koi. Call the timeout.
Call the timeout here. Maybe take a breather. A very, very comfortable string of rounds for them.
Maybe just wanting to talk about the hit that we saw.
Both of these blinds.
Not sure. Maybe he has something in his notes. I didn't see what ult was up.
very unlucky for Suchny, but
Brave, Astral. Okay, they do something with the Astral.
again, damage control in the early round.
Maybe there's something with the Astral that they like. Maybe it's something over towards the sites. Maybe they were giving them too much space over towards A. Maybe he actually saw that A hit and was just like, okay, that A hit looks pretty decent. We can't, like, the only reason we won this was because we had Killjoy and we got that fast kill, which was like a 50-50. Maybe we can't give them A control and they're going to fight for A main a bit heavier. We'll see. There's a few things they could be talking about. But yeah, maybe it's most likely the Astral. But the only reason I'm not leaning heavy into the Astral is we've only seen BBL play this map once against DRX in lock-in, so I don't know if it... I don't know how much data there is on it. Wait, BBL timeout? And they just showed the wrong graphic? That makes a lot of sense. That makes way more sense.
Everything's covered.
Yeah, it is.
And literally everything's covered. And the rounds where actually they're going to post up Wolf and Solo with this operator. Colomenta will start there again now. Second consecutive round he has done, but they feel no pressure there. Look at the choke points you have to go through.
All of that Fury crafting was for nothing. This one, that makes sense in terms of the timeout. Knife goes in, nice off angle from him. Yep, and Brave just not expecting it at all. And there goes your Astra, the only smokes in the team itself.
So that attempt at maybe dealing with the more middle sections, trying to maybe split through that, has already been handled. This is a bigger problem now. Losing out on Brave, how are you going to try and deal with these sites?
Man, this comp is so bad.
Is that Mel?
This comp is so bad. Who were they playing in practice for this to be working? Oh my goodness.
The problem being as well, one thing I've got my eye on is Aslan and his ability to find value in the lurks, right? If they don't hit B and he's trying to lurk against an op, yeah, good luck. Also then, what do you do? Do you lurk through towards double doors or R, depending on which site you hit? Again, the coverage is so good from Koi. Look at the minimap.
Did you think an EMEA has the best poll? Oh man, no one has a good poll in EMEA, I swear. Navi like the old school KO comp, so maybe them, but I don't think their comp's great.
Big info. Plays.
Okay, this is much nicer. But there is a shorty, we know what it can do. Colomenta quickly to the case though. The support is here, he was never far away.
Beautiful.
This might be a 30,
this is the full intent of how Koi wants to play this. You saw it played out perfectly there with BBL almost adjusting like you wanted
nice
to.
map pick from Koi though. Like honestly, really nicely done. They threw a big heavy curveball and it's owning them.
This is the thing as well, Koi can post somebody up, especially when they find the kill onto Brave. In this scenario, the solo controller, you're coming towards hitting some of these sites with no denial of information. There's no smokes to cover anything, and then actually this kill comes so early on that the rotation comes through. There's 3 members of Koi there.
This is feeling like quite an underwhelming game to me so far.
Unless Koi start just, you know, actively taking duels in the start of these rounds.
Like they had, I swear no one in EMEA understands this map. It's killing me.
They're not dealing with the utility. They're not really creating any pressure to capitalize on. I think maybe feeling as if they found a point of weakness here.
Like everyone in America is, I mean, of course they're going to win this round. But everyone in America looks at this and just goes, B is so broken, we can just exploit it. And everyone else is just like,
he's going to handle the first, wait for the second challenger, smoke to the left, smoke to the right.
Let's take mid control.
But he's buying time. The rest of Koi are now here. Toku's gone down, and yeah, Wingman tries
I think the damage is probably done. Wingman got killed though.
All going to be popped as well from Suchny to maybe try and isolate, find Shados here. Doesn't quite make it far enough.
Yeah, they're never going to feel comfortable to plant, so they're probably fake plant swings a few times, yeah.
Hoping a player pushes on it. The flash, no swing.
Nice shot.
Big shot from Suchny though, that Shados removed, and they know where the flash came from, so Starzo outnumbered now, and has no flash for a long time, so this is praying for it. There's no way. He's lucky to still be alive here. They're desperate to bait him into this.
I mean, at this point, just get the plant down, please. Suchny has
okay, nicely done from BBL. All we had to do is talk about the 13 now. Okay, so yeah, we find out that they can get over towards B main in terms of this choke point, but only if they get through door itself. So I wonder if Koi are just going to heavy protect over towards door, because I think one person can just hold B long,
I just think the
which
downside
shouldn't
to
be
me
able
of
to
this
happen,
is it's so
but they
dependent
picked a
on
comp that can't
beating
get out of B
Trex,
main.
beating Cold Dementa quite comfortably.
Yeah.
And then you still have to get past Wolf, and if this is their intention, obviously you still have that KJ set up over towards A, you still have Starkso traditionally over there as well, so it's like you're gambling a lot on winning the fight.
Yeah, the two late round obstacles they have to overcome is the Killjoy setup that hasn't been pressured time and time again, and an operator.
Already a switch up as well, gonna pop the KJ over towards dealing with that double ball.
Okay,
So
in terms of this,
counter,
we
yes,
get,
bit of a read, yes.
oh wow, we got some ults
Starkso
now.
searching a
They
little
can
bit
definitely
deeper
start
as
getting
well
some
with
around with some
utility this
ults.
round, noting the players in towards
One
middle.
person holding over towards B, having a great time quite on their defense, not even having to use any util to set him up knife at the beginning, that's about it.
Pop the smoke. Already Trex has made his way across towards A site. Shados considering the same thing. And actually, yeah, on the back of Wolfman's position, look, he's posted up so deep at the top of B long. Again, actually increasing that window of timing for when he takes
You
contact.
call Team Heretics attack half the worst attack half of the qual I've ever seen. Is this attack? No, this is already a better attack half, even from what I've seen. Even though the attack half's pretty atrocious in terms of their like comp, they can't get out of B main, and that's the main thing about this map. Still better than what we saw from Heretics.
That's gonna make his life
Like
harder.
that, like honestly, that was like one of the worst things I've seen in Valorant.
Plays the other side of the divide just perfectly. Sushni gone, flash, too deep, but he knows they're there.
30 seconds
And they're still being held up here. 28 seconds. Oh, come on, Starkso. Stunner of a shot on that one. Aslan.
It's pretty bad though, dude. This one is pretty bad. But this was a nice ult.
That was 18 seconds. BBL don't have any.
Yeah, this was nice from Cold Dementa though. I like this one.
Oh, Houston has found a stunner over the top there, but
bloody hell.
Nothing but a consolation for him. Remove the rifle at least, but this is sort of problem. BBL's late rounds don't look comfortable at all.
Well, that's the worst possible round for them to lose. 1-9 on top of this, at least they saved some guns.
And this is the bit that's going to be rough
Again,
for
Koi
BBL
have done great to pick this map because BBL have honestly been pretty lucky that they've managed to avoid this for so long. Because this is
but still, look how well equipped they were
awful.
with that 4-1 split.
To play devil's advocate, you say pulled the Killjoy setup away. All they've done is adjust it. There's still an alarm bot, a turret that covers mid double doors, it covers R, and then they have a molly towards the gravity
well. They have a comp that can't get out towards B.
Pushing Shados and killing him first. There's still so much value. Yeah.
Absolutely. But they've got to be trying to find any minor win here, and I guess that's how you maybe start winning the game if they just take straight up fights. But they still walk away at a 4-4. It's still not a huge advantage for BBL here. If anything, they're still struggling at this point.
Hey, look at defense side, a defense pulse side team.
Well,
yeah, but it's like, man, this doesn't count. This is the thing. This is so you know when and like this is. Do you know why I'm getting so irritated? Because Riot are gonna look at this and go, oh, actually, in the Koi versus BBL game, Koi managed to get 13 rounds against BBL, and 10 of them were on defense half, so the map's actually fine. But it's like, no, dude, like it's not. Like this is bad for everyone. Like this and how Heretics played this map is bad for everyone because people are going to look at this and go, oh, the map's fine.
So nice. Beautiful. That's so nice.
And actually the map's not fine.
So he's been able to take down a fair few. Gets Seekers on as well. And that's just Sushni. After all that lovely little piece they sent towards the back of the site.
I mean, the A hit's nice.
Round for Koi.
But if you can't get out and over towards B,
we saw a slight variation actually with Aslan's Nano Swarm.
something else that I like from Koi, if we're sticking for positives, they rotated out, and once they wanted to go rotate this, they had the alarm bot, they kept it or they brought it back so that they could plant it here so that they didn't get lurked on. I actually thought that was pretty cool. So in terms of why, I'm still getting annoyed because BBL are just wrecking everything in terms of stats for this map, but it's still very nice. Everything is thought of from Koi at the moment. This retake was good.
Seems unpleasant.
Yeah, give me the op back.
And I was kind of hoping we'd see Cold Venture stick on it though. Just the absolute crack of it, pure dedication.
BBL got exposed on this map. Holy hell!
By BBL, but I think the fundamental flaws in this can't be particularly resolved by a timeout here.
No, and I'd actually love to hear what's being discussed in these sorts of timeouts because there's so few options. I was going to say, bar what we mentioned, which is
What is the way to counter the B strat though? You just got to shut down B at one point heavy, and normally a lot of the time you have to take a risk around somewhere else over towards the map.
A couple of rounds if they wanted to catch BBL off guard. There's no real incentive to do so, especially with this comp now. Similar concerns really for Koi when we go to the second half with.
I mean, they do though, Bacon, because they changed Icebox because that map was... honestly, that map wasn't as bad as the state of this, but...
That is the kind of downfall of this, as much as it does.
Why are many duelists switching to Sentinel roles? I guess because in terms of what you're, maybe what you're like saying it to is when they were playing Chambers or something. I'm not entirely sure.
BBL really not having a great
I don't know who you're looking at for that.
On this attacking side. Now an attempted pressure point towards B, warded off from it early by Wolfen having that big round, 3 kills on it. Now we finally see him activated with that operator. Shot
they
missed,
managed to get through the B choke
secondary
point.
Angle gained. This should allow for a little bit of a push
Just
down
because
long
of a
for
miss
BBL.
shot though, but they still managed to get out.
Post back up on this angle though. Problem being as well with the solo controller, it burns up so much of Brave's utility, and the timing just isn't there to cover all this space, get to site, and then make use of the smokes. Try and find something. Won't actually find anything.
Honestly, Koi handled this well.
Aslan actually finds a kill onto Cold Dementa.
Nice flash from them as well.
That could be huge.
He looks so blind,
Nice
but he was
to
still
kill
okay
Dude Bro as
to
well.
find
Dogs
Aslan.
flying in, flashes going out. We got 4 people here early shut down. I do like again.
Still on a ghost and a sheriff. So
Koi are doing great.
It's really on Turco.
Like,
Sushi
I'm a
does
big
at
fan
least
of how
recover
Koi
a
are
rifle and
approaching
gets
this.
up close and personal, and Starkso checks on it. So you can't even really pressure them. The spike now down in a horrific position, and now it's just Brave who's quite far away.
30 seconds left.
So the other thing to consider here as well, if you're looking for any sort of post-plant comfort, it relies on BBL getting a clean plant, not burning up too much utility, because then you have to rely on the gravity well as well. It takes something else away from Brave.
Poor old Brave.
I mean, it's tough to make a comp like this work with how Pearl is usually played. I can't really say that, you know, Koi would play this any differently with a double controller composition on the defense, but these are the sort of problems where, again, it's been a topic of discussion recently around how kind of linear B site can be, but there's a way to play it comfortably, and unfortunately
But I would rather watch an American spam fest than this. Like, I would much rather watch an American spam fest than this. This
Linear
is
for a reason.
BBL don't understand the map.
And now we see the test again. Do we get to see that lovely little set piece? Not right now, as we do have the lockdown coming in. And we'll respect this. Smokes up into place.
So Turco will get the null command off this as well, and we'll actually catch Shados with this, so no value from that utility. Trex does find Turco. Will they be able to get the res on that? Yeah, Aslan gets him straight back on his feet.
Best round so far. It's burnt a great deal of the ults, but you got to do something with it. Plant's now in.
They have a chance into this.
Executioner falls first. No value for that pushed up deeper position. Maybe hoping to catch 1-2 off guard. Brave trying to play the timing now.
Is that an alarm bot on top of the nano swarm though? Yeah, it's going to catch this lurk nice and early.
And they've started to clear sight, so as soon as he tries to get up close, if they've already pressured this deeper post-plant positioning here,
That Astra is going to hit the alarm bot soon.
Removed. Gonna see that now go off. Should know the position.
Okay, nicely
BBL
handled.
holding on to this pretty well.
It's a little bit better. They got over towards the side. They got the plant down, and then they had a good
no
plant
options left here.
after plant. Looked a little bit better.
Can't do much but die.
But
so BBL,
I mean,
with basically
damage is
every
already done.
ultimate
Like,
that
even
was
if they get
valuable
3,
in
they
that,
can't win.
worked it out quite well.
We have to convert, obviously coming into the 12th. Should be okay for the purchase to survive. Should be able to spread the funds.
Maybe they could win.
They
They shouldn't be able to win because honestly, at least this comp can get out towards long B.
Ultimate's burned through. I think Shados the only one then to throw into this. I mean, again, if you don't see it at the start of the round, you can't really discredit Shados for obviously staying in AoE off that null command, but that was a game changer. BBL to not have to deal with any of that kind of stopping power.
What if Koi's attacks are just as bad? It can't be. They can dog over towards
switch
B.
up here on the defense.
Yeah.
Can't be this bad.
Drastically different. I think
At least they
Trex
have a
now on
comp
red
that can
alert,
fundamentally
feeling that
work
pressure
on
he had
this
last time
map.
through double door, but it's actually Wolfen who's the one
And
that's
and
really
this
standing
can't
out.
clear
There's
question.
three plays
Like,
stacked
this
towards
can't
top,
clear
but
question
Houston
marks on the
feels it now. The
defense.
trades there.
They're never
Starkso
going to
on
be
the
able to stack
operator
the
now
right plays.
is taking the world tour. Flash gonna go in. Turco now should be halted.
Yeah, if I'm a team, left for that, and I'm playing BBL, I'm picking this map. It is.
Oh dear, actually,
really bad.
Turco wins the fight. Barely takes damage.
Nicely, actually.
Starzo just trying to hold on for a second. Big info on that. 3 noted. Fly around rifle now rather than the operator, and plant is in. BBL getting what they needed.
Starzo just going to play his life here. Does have a flash now.
I mean, 9-3 cast. Get a pistol.
And Turco going to pick up this space.
Somehow gamble right on defense.
Track's good for the first here. Can he catch anything with his flash? He doesn't actually catch a second.
That was unlucky.
All right, Starzo though spots one. Notes it.
Gets a kill, gets all.
Taps the spike and wants to go hunting. He knows Turco's close by. Didn't get the kill in time though. Now vulnerable. Now worried. Needs to get this to halfway. Jump spotted, but he's being played with, toyed with. There's nothing he can do here. The time runs out on BBL.
All right, nice round from them. I mean, they managed to get 3 attack-sided map.
3 rounds. It took some time.
Yeah, with a pistol, and then again, if they get a little bit lucky with some of their gamble stacks, then they can do it.
They need to start the second half very confidently and hope that ultimately
this is all Koi's to lose.
Similar problems that they had on the attack, to be honest with you. I mean, even here, you can't really fault Wolfen. I don't think he was getting massive value.
It's not even that pan comp. Like the Koi comp's fine as well. Like it's not the best for spamming B, but you can do other stuff. At least the Koi comp can get out over towards B, so he can fake B itself.
Again, these compositions. That was our starting conversation about this. Was the comps coming in and. I just don't see the validity here.
No, I mean, again, Koi played that perfectly. Some of the deeper holds.
Yeah, Koi did great, though. I agree. Koi did great. I'm just losing my mind a little bit because, again, I hate Pearl, but at least the teams in America are abusing what's wrong with Pearl, and it's like a big embrace of the game. Whereas I'm looking at this, and I'm just like, man, the understanding is lacking.
In terms of utility in some of these early rounds was absolutely fantastic from Koi, and they weren't.
Yeah, so in terms of BBL now, so there's a strong way to play against this comp right now if you're Koi, and they should just be making sure that they can take A main control and B long control, and then they create question marks every single round. And then to clear the question marks on defense, you have a KO, and then you have a Gecko. So either the knife is done and they can get numbers, or they're losing their util to go get information. So in terms of how Koi can play against this comp, should be very simple. Should just be going, creating A main control, create pressure, and just kind of slow play a little bit.
Next to it because again we've been concerned about some of the performances from Koi, right? And again, particularly on the attacking side, we then look towards question marks over Wolfen's performance and what he's able to achieve on that duelist role. Then actually looking at the second layers to this, which being Trex and Starzo, again, there's been some fluctuation there. The delivery has been very sporadic in terms of what Koi can do to work together as a team.
Okay, well, the proof is always in the pudding. We have to wait and see until we're in the game, actually see if they have the same issues, if they find different pressure points, different issues that actually start to plague them. And is there a timeout straight away? Like, this has taken a second, or am I out
I was going to say that halftime.
Yeah, this was a long one.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'll let Barbara calling a timeout before pistol round.
That would be...
Next level.
It's too
Next level.
It's too much, Mike. We can't be doing that.
I think a lot of times
Okay,
WPAL, teams are just so hyper-focused on their self that they don't look enough outside.
And in the nicest way possible,
And
if you genuinely want to make a game out of this,
yeah, it's something that teams struggle with a good amount. I see it all the time. Again, it's very hard on 7 maps when the meta changes to get all your fundamentals and all the basics right. So in terms of like what teams will class as like liberties, in terms of having the time to look at other teams, it would maybe it's not always there.
I'm not sure if Kushner was feeling a little pressured, unable to really find an opportunity to capitalize on that, but there's going to be a brawl here.
Yeah, so again, this team can't really clear question marks too well, so they have to go searching like this. This is a nice outcome from them, though. They got a lot of damage from that.
And what's crazy is in this
they did good though, BBL. Must-win pistol for them, and looking alright. Heal for 1.
Get about level here. And Brave down to 22, Starzo on 17, so...
Lots of utility on Starzo as well.
Yeah, still got the Trailblazer and the Flash, actually.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening this week. Loads of people are playing with subs.
Side of BBL, not so much.
What do you think is an ideal comp on Pearl? I'm not saying that you have to have double controller, but you at least have to have
There's no chip damage possible here with
a Sky or a Sova, in my opinion, to even a Fade at the very least to clear question marks. But honestly, like the loud comp's great, double smoker is great. He can still win this. Maybe not with the damage done. Okay, let's get this map done with.
Fall in this, double digits found for Koi very quickly here, and this is when your worries.
But yeah, in terms of what I think is a must on this map, at least one smoker. I would prefer two, but you have to have someone with either a drone, a prowler, or a dog. And BBL don't have that. And we saw it fall apart for Heretics at lock-in, maybe.
What's the bloody issue?
With that, and I flamed them there for it.
Right,
and then we've repeated the same mistake now.
I'm staring at him.
Looking at who it is. I don't
see. Normally you see like an admin instant.
I mean, Wolfen's usually the troublemaker.
It's normally Wolf.
He's got a dodgy mouse. It doesn't work off the dongle. He has to have it plugged in.
That is actually true. That was one of the issues.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember. But I don't see any. What is the tech issue? I must know. I'm just curious now. I just want to understand what's happening. Is the cameraman showing us who is the perpetrator? Is it Wolf?
A lot of typing. What's going on?
He looks guilty. He does look pretty guilty.
He's done something. What has gone on? Right, I want to guess from you.
It's just a bad map for them. That's it.
You think it's Wolfen?
Yeah.
See, I actually
it's nothing to worry about. Like, they're going to look great on Ascent. It's BBL. So it's just a very bad map for them.
Maybe.
I'll go for a second.
Honestly, I think they got kind of lucky that they didn't get exposed so much
I also didn't see like a
earlier on.
drop. Don't just say tech pause. I know it is. Give me some details.
Look at it. Come on.
He's up to no good.
He looks shifty.
The best one I think that I've had.
So you think not having a Sky Sova at Fade is a bigger throw than not having two controllers? Yeah, pretty much that. You can't win this map without one of them. You gotta go. You can't get out over towards B main on your attack, and on your defense you can't clear the question marks.
The other ones when people like dribble drink on their stuff. That's another favourite.
It's more important than the double controller. I think double controller helps a lot because obviously you can clear all the information over towards B in terms of block the vision of you planting. But if you don't have one of those, if you don't have a Sky, a Sova, even a Fade, I really don't think the Fade is good. I'm just throwing it in there just cause. Prowlers, then you're not going to win this map.
We're being baited here. Yeah. I've got an update. Basically what's happening is we don't know as it stands.
That's the update.
The admins are doing stuff. Admins are doing things and stuff. They're having a little look around. As soon as they know, we know, you know, all of that. I reckon it's too Wolfen though. The guilt on the face.
Yeah.
How's your day been?
Yeah, good so far.
It makes it easier on every map. Fracture some people do without, but
this is tough though. Again, the 9-3 scoreline is also a topic of conversation here. To lose the pistol round as well, now you basically get one buy round. I mean, if you do want to roll the dice again.
Chat, what do BBL normally?
What
do BBL normally insta-ban?
Hold Koi there. Again, with the Stinger kind of dropping out a little bit. I mean, C9 still do it.
Mate, Bacon, I'm hoping for a world where where they want to change this.
C9 just 4 stingers every round.
It's normally Fracture.
Oh. I think I know what's going on. I'm not going to say it yet. I'll wait for confirmation, but
okay.
I had an inkling earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So just a heads up for you at home if you are wondering, we are just going to be reminding the audience that, you know, we're not giving away info.
What's the Heretics tweet?
Let's look at that. We're good people out here. We don't hold
a lot of you are talking about it.
Behaved. We love a good, competitive environment. So that was the note. Just so you know, I'm waiting for the Reddit thread. Put him in a booth. Put him in a booth. I don't want to sit. Get him up with the casters. There's
maybe flashbang. Can't remember what I used for Twitter. We'll see.
Not spawn, so that's fine.
Is this gonna do this thing where it leaks on my DMs again?
Today. We haven't seen too much.
I mean, it's 10-3.
Yeah,
it better be.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
There's no pen throwing.
Again, word for word today. I think.
Yeah.
I crossed paths with him earlier after I got out of makeup. He said, "Yeah, we should win today."
As a team, we've made the difficult decision to substitute. Damn it! They actually benched him.
known
We
for...
appreciate his contributions for our organization. We've
demeanor.
experienced
Actually,
personality
it's
mismatches.
one of those players,
Damn,
funny enough, I
it
actually
must be a
loved
big
watching
personality
him in
mismatch to
CS
do
back
it.
in the day. It was one of the...
Wait,
don't
is
even know
Weber
why, but
stepping
actually
in?
trying
Oh
to
my god, I'm
find-
I still
pumped
do
for
want to sit in
this.
on a bar timeout.
Now the
though.
I'd
Nilzinho
love to.
message
The
makes
amount I'd
sense.
pay for it.
Weber's
The amount
in.
I'd pay for it. And here's just a little
That's
recap.
why he
If you
said
are
he's
just
ready
tuning
for
in, if you wonder what's going on,
2012.
just a little
That's
tech pause, just
incredible.
taking a second or two to go through things. I think considering the scoreline, with everything said and done, it's probably not a big
Mate.
issue, so we're going to be moving in as soon as we can, and it's just going to be replacing the in-ears. So
Zeke
thank you for your patience.
is
And
not
so
setting
far,
himself
I don't
up
think
to
there's
look
been much of an issue
great, is
for
he?
Barbar to get too riled up about, but there is
He's
still
not
a
setting
there is
himself
still
up to look
potentially
great.
bind.
Let's think of his past
There's still
record. Benched
chances.
Ever the
himself.
optimist.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate, I can't get enough of it now.
IGL
Saying
left.
that, though,
Wait,
one other thing,
IGL
bigger picture
left,
here, completely
benched
irrelevant to what we're
himself.
actually watching.
Heretics
Good
bench
cast to
mid.
me. Is the fact that I actually realise the fact that binds come right back in. It feels like when a couple of
That
new maps
doesn't
come out,
look
obviously
good.
there's that learning period that comes in with a brand new map, but I love that it's
Who's
just
Weber?
right back in the vetoes.
CS Source,
Super happy to
like
be
God,
seeing that, 'cause I was a
to
bit
be
worried it might
honest.
take a little bit of
But
time
that
to warm
again,
up
that
with,
was
but
like
what is that? What?
that was
Is that
like
cameraman?
Yeah, there's a man
8 years
waving.
ago.
Hello,
Here he is.
Ollie,
Here
how's
he
it
is,
going,
Weber. What's up?
Ollie?
How's it? It's like when cats get really confused.
So
by
yeah,
that
I'm
reflection.
excited. I'm excited to see it.
What is it?
Do you think we see Bayern today in this series?
What's that?
Do you think we see Bayern today?
8? Yeah, way more. Sorry.
But I just like the fact that
Where are we?
actually-
Like
Oh, it's just
12?
Oh, okay.
that it
it's
is
just
How old
going
am I
back to
again?
the
Where are
vetoes.
we?
Yeah. It's not that
Okay.
I don't think it's going to come out here
maybe
today.
longer
I think
than that.
As it stands, Koi looking pretty good.
I'm
Look
excited for
confidence
that
builder in
game.
the first, second probably all right as well on Ascente. Yeah, I'm not overly optimistic
Okay, so wait.
about Bind, but
We got
if it
tomorrow's
happens, then
crazy. So tomorrow we get
perfect.
Weber
I'll take
and
it. I actually
Harmy
love
playing
watching
at the
Bind.
same day.
Well,
That's gonna be insane.
absolutely miss
Weber,
it.
mate, best of luck. I'm
again,
excited.
how
I'm
do you
not gonna
feel
lie.
about Bind?
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
lie. It's gonna be fun.
You love. Was it Abby?
Tomorrow's gonna be
I think you got
crazy.
text. You love Abby.
Okay.
Not sure who Abby is. Hopefully she's quite
Abby,
nice.
right into
Man,
us. Let us know.
team-
Let us
Teams
know, because you got a fan.
Are
Big
desperate.
fan. Not even
Absolutely
like, I
desperate
like
for
Abby,
this
I
roster
love
lock
Abby.
to
That's a
the
big word.
to end.
Yeah.
Holy
Related
hell.
to it. I mean, positive. Just to
Teams
come
are
back to this
falling apart
discussion,
out here.
Other than the loss to Na'Vi, I was talking about the 13-3 to DRX on Pearl. Actually, in that series, they did play Ascent as well. We've seen Ascent 3 times here from
That's a
BBL
good point.
EMEA.
Nilzinho, when does the roster
I
lock
would say
end?
it's looked very
Bacon,
comfortable, but again, it's
Weber,
always that,
someone tell me
the
when the
argument
roster
of
lock
the Turkish
ends.
playground,
Maybe I'll
Ingenuity
ask
to really
the
have an
Heretics
over-delivery.
guys. You lot must be counting
That's
down
a
the days.
massive win condition for
After
them.
you have to
And
wait
again,
until
yeah,
last
if
chance
you're looking
qualifier
towards
as
map
well.
two, it could happen.
Oh my
Yeah, thank you. I
goodness.
like, do you know what? Ever the optimist, you.
So I think would Koi sit at 2-2, I believe,
Could, what do you mean overall in the...
for Ascent, I think.
Oh, in Ascent? No idea. But as it stands, you can have a little look here. That is the veto we're coming into. We're talking about the third, or at least the chances of making it to that third, right? Of unlocking Bind, which I think with a nice little kind of ray of sunlight on it, the Ascent is the Turkish playground. As you said, it's always been comfortable for them, even when they were having...
Anything's possible on Ascent with a Turkish team, or just any individual Turkish player playing on Ascent. To be
has like
honest.
one pop-off game. And
There's
it's just
something
like,
in the water for them.
Yeah, I see it. Everyone chilling.
Mate, a lot of these other.
I still wanted to say
If we're looking
Padlock
over at
or something.
EMEA,
I mean, at this point,
the top 6 that go to playoffs,
Is
it just
at this
looks like
point
it's going to be the
over
only
18
6 to
months.
actually
I just,
survive.
you know,
It's only just made
Everyone
onto
else is
bingo
making
card. People are
changes.
only now actually officially
Everyone else is putting their
Officially,
assistant
yeah.
coach in.
calling
Maybe
it a
we
Pampok
should-
tech
in
pause.
fact,
Like,
see
as long as
some
you've got
merch for-
stability,
I
you're
think
probably
so.
making it to playoffs. What is going on?
Plugged. Yeah. Good logo.
I always like that, or like, you know, when like TVs would go on like the stand.
Do you know who I think would be perfect for the job actually?
Oh, yeah.
Devard. I
Yeah?
think he could design us some
Something
great
pretty
tech
nice.
pause merch. With the MS Paint faces.
Oh,
and,
yes. Yes.
Yeah, this
Got some
tech
good
pause is
potential.
long.
Or just an endgame skin, I mean, right, if you're listening.
Yeah, you know, a buddy, gun buddy.
I want a whole skin.
A whole scale. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
whole
wow,
line,
okay.
whole line. We aim for the
Let's
stars.
start, I was going to say, let's start small, but
Everyone saw the 2 weeks from
Ugh.
K-Corp, yeah. This could be us.
Well, those in-ears are taking a bloody second, aren't they?
Dimasic,
Yeah.
I have to
shop.
guess. Have to guess it's a visa
Oh.
thing.
Oh? Oh?
oh,
Oh.
resuming momentarily. My
Get back in
favourite
it.
2 words
Let's
to hear.
go. They're your favourites.
Yeah. Yes, resuming momentarily.
Momentarily, really, can't even speak. I'm tired,
Dude.
Mike, I'm tired.
We've actually got to talk again now because the game's starting again.
I thought it was time to waffle for a bit more, but you're
Does
absolutely right. The
Weber
game
qualify for?
is going back
Okay,
live, so thank you
Nil.
for your
This
patience.
the game will be
10 to
the
3,
will be
however,
the
is
trial.
a bit of a brutal brutal
will be the trial.
awakening.
If Weber's
As if
good,
you're just tuning in, you're just
Weber's
checking back
looking
out on
good,
the
we'll keep
score.
an eye on him, we'll
Koi
scout him
did
out.
very
Then
well
maybe
in
we're
that
getting
first
him
half.
in for
BBL
Coach
not
Potatoes.
really making much work, and it was all those aspects
That's
of things
yeah,
that
that's a good one.
you highlighted
Got the trial on the
perfectly.
go.
Noting some of the issues with the composition, how it was going to maybe falter.
Just one good
come to
start. Give me a good pistol
incredibly
round.
difficult ways to try and open up the
Okay,
map.
let's
Exactly
end
the
this.
case. To make matters worse, we come into the second half of the pistol.
Just give me the next map will be great.
BBL,
Give me this
to the
one.
wayside now. They got their work cut out.
Opting not to invest back into this as well. I mean, a Sheriff in the hands of Kushner and
He might be a little bit too good, yeah.
upgraded pistols.
Actually, that's a good point. The trial's actually just how bad he does.
So Koi definitely wanted to mitigate any risk of this one slipping through their fingers. If their sights set towards B here. Now we're going to take early contact here.
4 people here for BBL. Maybe they can get their shut down.
Actually, I mean, Kushner solo challenging here. No teammate coming through. Brave finally swings through on it, but Koi actually double down, triple down on that entry. And it just turns into a 1v4 now for Turco. Can't even get the first there. Trex tagged up, but Turco now
Okay.
a very
British
unfavourable
Cole,
position.
thank you so much, mate. Appreciate it.
Yeah, the
thank you.
It's very, very peculiar that
Charles, get some slugs in. Thank you.
Kushner, it feels like he's out in the open for almost 5 seconds before there's any second swing.
Mad, isn't it? Turco going to do the best he can. Trex is going on a journey as well.
I'll say he just doesn't want to be anywhere near the risk of losing that rifle.
No, he likes that one a great deal. He's chilling out.
Where's the knife go? Connector?
Oh.
That's it, man.
Oh, wow. That's definitely
Jesus,
right.
man.
Backside towards Spawn.
I'm just putting together the game before
don't
and
think
this
much
game.
can come
What day
from
is it today? This is going to go down in history as
accept
the
his
worst
fate.
day of VCT
Go down with the
Valorant
ship
I've
and
watched.
it's 11 to
May
3
the
now. We are
4th. Of
staring
course it's May
down
the 4th.
Quite a
Okay.
quick
Just getting
round map,
full-on
at least,
tested in this one.
If you talk about the tech time, I'll remove that. This has still been quite a clean run. This is the round, though, that maybe
We had
really
this poll
defines the rest
and we
of the
had
game. Do we have
K-Corp
a game or
and
is it
then
over? This
Foot
round
trolling
pretty
4
much
rounds as
determines
well. Like Jesus
Now the buy
Christ.
coming in for Koi, actually not too bad. Still
May the
3
4th.
rifles coming through. The Bulldog for Stark, so yeah, the SMG for Shados, but that's not the end of the
I'm
world.
not sure if any of the K-Corp
buys
stuff
up
is
as
as
well,
bad as
so-
this as well.
Again, not too close to that blade. I mean, yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to drop across the rifle here, so.
Oh, Bacon, you can't tell me
BBL
you're
tucked
watching this and
much
you're not
deeper this
losing your
time around.
mind.
I mean, it's only really Kushner
The
looking for-
thing that annoys me
well,
the most
actively
is the
looking for any
information's out there.
information,
You can avoid this so easily. You can avoid this so easily.
Just
Just
back away towards default though.
just-
Suchny
watch a game.
jump spotting towards Coldamenta actually, and Koi are starting to drift this way. And there's nobody with Suchny to actually play off his utility either, so I'm not even sure if they commit towards this hold. They're just going to look to play retake here.
I feel like you're watching Lo-Fi, mate. It might as well be.
Wolf's timing could be really nasty here. Just
Spotted an elbow. Yeah.
it's
One
worth it. The
person
value
fake,
there,
knife hit one.
Brilliant from Wolfen.
Their
hit and
first
run.
big
And
round
in the
over
meantime,
towards
Koi
B, and they got
creeping
one
down by B
person,
long.
one
Invest the dog
person
to clear
holding it.
close. Probably going to spot out Suchny, yeah, and a second
So
player as well.
they
Almost
have
certain spotting
no
Aslan.
idea.
Plant's going to come in. This is going to be hard for them to work out.
Spike planted.
Mosh and Dizzy going to be sent on in, but
ALS,
to
thank
what
you so
extent
much.
They need to get
Gifting
Kushner
a sub
they need to make a
over
real damn good go
towards
of this one, 'cause that's going to be 12
Great
otherwise.
Valorant. Thank you so much.
Just looking to slow things down here, but actually even on top of that finds a kill. Aslan responds with 2 though.
Damn.
And a 3rd as well.
Well, that's one way of doing
so
it.
much impact. Shados though trying to keep his cool here and plays it well enough. Shados still
Okay, Shados did great. Managed to win this. How's he done that with a Spectre as well?
Things. Out of all of them, the least likely to do
Shados
it,
is
but
trying
finds a
to
perfect position. The
Put me
timing
out of my
just right,
misery,
and
which is
BBL
nice.
completely
Very
unawares.
nice. How's he done this with a Spectre though?
And Aslan turned down his head.
He did so well to find these 3 kills. Wolfen, even at this point, I mean, you see this happening.
Wow.
Has to step
Hey,
up the
honestly?
pace a little bit.
There he is.
That's good.
Wow.
The fact
Right,
he was able to
nine
divide all those
chances.
players into 1v1s as
Damn,
well is-
BBL.
BBL a massive disadvantage there coming back onto site as well. Like I said, they have to deal with Wolfen
Every team that
eventually.
doesn't pick this
At
against
least
them is
the
trolling.
hand be forced. Stars are obviously,
Oh, the timing.
yeah, we'll spot somebody pushing up as well. That's big info, actually. Look how wide open A site is.
They're going.
Yeah,
They
I
are.
was going to say they should be able to
Nicely
find
done
this
from
timing
Koi though.
perfect.
Koi looked good. They had cool stuff.
They're just
But
hitting
no
seams.
one knew it until now,
Yeah,
right?
Stars
So we
are
only
good.
really found
It's
this
a
out
bug
now.
at the minute, they don't show on the
So it's
minute.
like on the teams that are left for this.
Good one. But you're on the money.
I'm on
The
one
site's
today, mate.
completely
This is
clear.
horrendous.
There's
Like
nothing
there was
to
no
it.
point in us
So
watching
Vlad's
this whole
gonna come
map.
in and we're straight to the
It was
post
done in
Nano's
agent
down,
select.
Colt
Yeah,
Mendes is
it's-
probably going to slip back into a deeper position. Oh,
Can
maybe
he?
not. Just
I mean, oh, he's so. Oh my God, Golden Mendes has got two. He's gone away with daylight robbery there. Brave, Kushner, and Turco now. Divide is in place. This does get a
Yeah,
little bit more
the
interesting.
divide is in place.
And
I was
an
gonna say Stars
There you go.
off the defuse, but it's all
Oh,
now on
man.
Brave. 8 HP,
Okay,
and
thank
it's
God
not
for that.
enough. 13
Yeah.
to 3.
Sure. BBL need to definitely weakness out there. I mean, they did great to hide this for so long. Now been exposed. They have a week to try and correct that. Super easy to